Hey, Pops here, and welcome to Wild Boys Pacific Northwest, or Pops Rocks, PNW, depending on what channel you're watching. I just wanted to take a minute today and sit down and show you some of the cool stones we found in the hills, on the creek, and talk a little bit about what makes Silver Creek so special. You know, Silver Falls, Silver Creek herself, was formed by millions of years of basalt lava flows, which lends itself massive amounts of minerals, really cool rocks, both down the natural path of the creek and the one created in 1975 when they completed the reservoir, which diverted water to where it was needed. So a lot of rock was brought in from the river, a lot of rock was brought in from, you know, the quarries up the hill. So we have found a plethora of cool stones. Now I showed you guys that opal we found yesterday that sat at about 3.5 pounds. Beautiful piece, one of my favorites. What I didn't show you was the 22.5 pound piece that we have as well. So pretty cool. But on the creek itself, now keep in mind, the next few I'm going to show you, they're polished, but they were found in this creek. Now, that's a beautiful piece of jasper. Nice little quartz pocket in there. Right in your own backyard is where we found that. There's another cool piece of jasper that we found. That's yellow jasper. See that in the middle there though? That's a quartz vein. And it's purple. See? Pretty cool. Yes, we polished that. Unfortunately, after we polished it, it did break. Still a rad piece though. You cut it more. Now, here's another piece of red jasper with some quartz veins in it. Almost looks like a piece of Wagyu beef, doesn't it? Again, found right here, Silver Creek. This one's unpolished. Still a banger though. Then, we have this beauty. Now here's a little Q&A for you. What is that? Now, I've had people tell me that is a piece of unpolished, uncut sunstone. I'm not sure. Conflicting results even on Google. So if you know, leave a comment below. We have found green jasper. That's a pretty little piece right there. Lots of jasper in Silver Creek. Another little known fact is that the train tracks that run from Salem through Silverton all the way to Mount Angel, they use that same quarry rock. They use that same river rock for all the railroad ties. So there's some crazy stuff to be found out there. You found petrified wood, opal, carnelian agate, and boy do we have some carnelian agate out here. I don't think I had brought any down to show you today. But we've also found, everybody loves a geode. These came out of these hills. Both of them. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these is because we're trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Now, when we do that, we're going to be taking all these stones that I've showed you today, and we're going to put them in a basket, and we're going to give them to one lucky subscriber. I'll be checking the comments. We'll pick somebody out, and we'll put them on your doorstep. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, before we go, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, somebody's going to be getting this bad boy. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends. We really appreciate you hanging in there with us. Hopefully this weather will clear up and we'll get back to fishing and crabbing. Until then, we'll see you next time.